Adventure Day here at the Alligator Tap from the World. Gatorland. Thank you guys. Listen to our next show. That will be at 4:30. Guys, I'm Jed, and once again, welcome to the Gatorland Express ride. So we're going to be talking about a couple of attractions, a couple of animals, but before we get to that, we'll start you guys off with a history lesson, guys. Yeah, no. Yeah, so Gatorland, how does it all start? It actually started off back in 1949. A man named Owen Godwin and his lovely wife, Pearl. They wanted to start the first wildlife attraction here in Central Florida. And that's what it was, guys. It was the first major attraction before Disney, Universal, and all those other parks. The name, though, well, it sucked, y'all. Not a lot of people wanted to go to it. So, he had to switch it up because it sounded like a government building. He changed it up to Snake Village back in the 1950s. Not too bad of a name if y'all ask me, but back then, the average family of four were not too keen on going to a village filled with snakes hanging and hissing right above their head. So once again, Owens went back to the drawing board. This time around, though, he decided to ask for some help from his lovely wife, Pearl. And Pearl just said, hey, you're overthinking this. We got lots of land, we got lots of gators. Why don't you just name the place Gatorland? And would you look at that, y'all? Here we are, over 77 years later, the alligator capital of the world, Gatorland. Although we don't just cater to the gator, we have animals from all over the place. In the jungle crocs of the world section, we got crocs from all over. Some of those crocs that we have are the saltwater crocs native to Southeast Asia and Australia. Our Nile crocs who are native to Africa. Also native to Africa, the largest little crocs in the world is Mr. O. We also have our Orinoco crocs who are native to Venezuela. And then a Cuban croc. Those Cuban crocs run 15 to 22 miles an hour. Gallop, I should say, yo. But in these next four enclosures, we got the saltwater crocodile. We may see them. They do like to spend their days in the water. That first one is Lizzie. She looks like she's submerged, and they can hold up the breath for up to 2 hours, actually. In this second one, we got Morton, and underneath the tree in that little puddle area, that would be his lovely girl, Sheila. Guys, these saltwater crocodiles are apex predators, one of the few animals on the planet that actually do see people as food. Unlike alligators, alligators are actually naturally afraid of people unless you start to feed them. That's because they start associating people with food, and that is one of the reasons why it is illegal here in the state of Florida to feed wild alligators. In this fourth and final saltwater croc enclosure, that's where you'll see Big Daddy Dundee. Looks like he's submerged alongside with his girl, Salty Girl. Dundee is nearly 16 feet in length, or 4.5 meters, although these saltwater crocodiles could go up to anywhere to 23 feet in length, or 7 meters, making them the largest reptile species on the planet. Anyways, guys, the saltwater crocodile is the largest, but some people wouldn't consider them the most aggressive. Some would actually give that title up to a Nile croc. Nile crocs are the ones that usually see in their shows or documentaries, pulling zebras, wildebeest, or sometimes even lions to the murky waters of Africa. And as we pass through those gates, y'all, welcome to Tiny Wolf, modeled after what you would see back in the 1800s here in Central Florida. Just to the right, swampland to the left, our beautiful family of Florida Crackers House alongside with a couple here in hospital. In the middle, we got Amelia, the one with the long beautiful horns, blue and white coat. You guys checked out our Indian Zabel bulls, the guys with the humps on their back. The reason why they have those humps is because they can store fats, amino acids, and sugars in them, which help them sustain over a month without food or water because of the droughts over in India. On the left-hand side over here, we got a Florida cracker house. That's how your house would look like back in the day. We have fertilizable land and water. You just pop it right then and there, call it a day, raise your family. And there's two types of alligators out in the world, y'all. We got the Chinese alligator and then the American alligator. Those Chinese alligators are way smaller. They're around 6 feet in length, average. They could get a little bit bigger, but they don't get that much like we have here. Our largest alligator here in the park is around 13.6. Guys, the first set of bleachers we're passing by right here is our Legend of Swamp Alligator Show Arena. We're going to get to see an alligator wrangler, wrangle and tangle with some of the meanest gators we have right here at our park, while also educating you guys about it. You see, there's about 2 million alligators living amongst us here in the state of Florida, so you never really know when you might encounter those guys out in the wild. Guys, Florida is actually the only place in the world where alligators and crocs are both known to coexist with each other. Those American crocodiles, you'll see them more down by the Everglades areas, not really around these central Florida areas unless they are enclosed. Guys, on the right hand side where all this construction is going on, that's where you'll see Jaws. A little bit about Jaws, guys. Over a year ago, he had a shoe alongside a pair of glasses. And although alligators have amazing digestive systems, when it comes to man-made objects, it is hard for them to down. It took Jaws a while to recover from that. He wasn't able to eat for a long time, but he's just doing fine now, y'all. And on the left-hand side, we got the petting zoo area. Had some ghost sheets and even a little Indian sable bull. It closes at 5:30, y'all. And on the right-hand side over here, where all these trees are at, this is where our largest enclosure here at the park is at. It's our breeding marsh area. We've got over 150 gators. We do have a 2-to-1 ratio. More female compared to male. Reason for that, guys? Well, it's because those male gators, they get aggressive and territorial about their areas and about their ladies as well. Also, guys, you guys saw those trees. You may notice some birds nesting on top of them. The reason why birds like to nest on top of alligator-infested waters is because they use them as bodyguards for animals such as raccoons or possums who are trying to eat those eggs up. No, alligator eggs out in the wild only have a 5 to 10% chance to survive. But when we're at the park, that percentage goes up to over 80%. We put them in our incubators we have right here at our park. And the temperature of those eggs are dependent. The sex of the alligators depending on the temperature of those eggs. I'm sorry about that, y'all. 34 Celsius. Around 93 degrees Fahrenheit, usually a male. 30 Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, usually a female. Other than that, guys, we are approaching the train station. So I want to thank every single one of you guys for joining me on this express ride. Please wait for the train to come to a complete stop. Please watch your feet, watch your head, gather all those belongings for me, y'all. And this is our next show of the day. It'll be at 4:30. Legend of Swamp Alligator Show. Thank you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and peace out, y'all.
cargo, but I have to assume they're just hiding out in the barn right where we can't see them. And now, folks, something over to your left-hand side past the firework crossing. We have Earl. Double cheeseburgers, Caesar salads, onion butter, short fries, and even gator tail bites. Now, folks, just past Pearls, also on your left-hand side, just up ahead, all those metal bleachers is our Legends of the Small Alligator Wrangling Show. And at that show, you guys can see the one. Here at Gatorland, it houses over 150 of our adult alligators across 10 acres. And folks, enjoy breeding season, which is right now. Just one of our crocodile monitors. And then on your right-hand side, my right-hand side, and definitely Butter's right-hand side, you should see a Kendrick, the giant African tortoise. He's in his enclosure. You just gotta kind of turn your head because he's trying to hide in his little red barn like he always does. And finally, my train gang, would you look at that? You have all made a sick and a sound back to the train station. So everyone, your seats are